our feature interview is the lady behind the song you're listening to right now, American singer-songwriter Rachel Harvey Hill, who came to Korea about a year ago with her husband who works for the U.S. Air Force. Rachel sings and plays songs that she writes based on her life stories. She now joins us in the studio to tell us more about her music and life. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
Great
Thank you for having me
you.
It's great to be here.
So, when did you start doing music?
Music has been a part of my life as long as I can remember. I grew up singing and playing in church in Kentucky and playing with my family.
So you come from a rather musical family.
I do.
I hear your brother is a good singer too.
Yes, my brother Tim Harvey is an incredible singer, songwriter, musician, and producer. I actually, whenever I write a song that I feel pretty good about, I send it to Tim, and he and the musicians and singers that he works with in Kentucky go to his studio and make awesome demos for me. So it's pretty awesome because, we're still able to make music together even though we're on opposite sides of the earth.
Right.
So it's pretty special.
Yeah. The technology has made it possible, right? When did you start writing your own songs?
I started writing in high school.
What was the very first song you wrote? What was it about?
I think the first song that I wrote was, it was for a school competition. There was prize money involved, so I was motivated. And I'm from an area of Kentucky where coal mining is the main industry. And so I wrote a song to educate people about coal. I borrowed the melody but wrote the lyrics, and it was called Coal Takes Time. Yeah, it went something like Coal Takes Time, anthracite, bituminous, and lignite.
Whoa! Yeah. Did you win the prize money?
I did, but I had to split it with my brother.
So that got the songwriting thing going.
It did. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
You also sing, and as we just heard, you have a very mellow, kind of comforting voice. Is that something that you were born with?
Yeah, I've had just a few vocal lessons, but mostly just I just sing for fun, sing in church, and have just developed that, I guess. Sing
play your own instruments as well.
I do that.
How many instruments do you play?
Oh, let's see. Mainly guitar. That's the instrument I'm the most proficient at. But I'm learning ukulele and piano and mandolin. And last Christmas, my husband got me a banjo. So.
Well, they're on this, except for the piano, they're all in the string instrument family, right? So if you're good at the guitar, you can probably pick up other instruments fairly easily as well. When you're writing songs, though, do you mostly use the guitar?
Mostly. I try to use other instruments when I can because I like the variety that using other instruments causes in my songwriting. So, shake things up a bit.
So you write, you play, you sing. Is there a favorite?
I love all three, but writing. I consider myself a songwriter, and actually I think songwriting is what motivates me to sing and play. So you could potentially write songs for other people as well. I would love to do that as much as possible.
What are your inspirations when you're writing songs?
I'm all over the place concerning what inspires me. What I do is I just try to look at the world around me and at what's going on in my own life and inside of me, and then just usually something just strikes me as songworthy, and I try not to get stuck in any particular genre or subject matter, and just write whatever I see. With the style that it comes to me. And so one day I may write a funny song about how messy my daughter is. And the next day I might find myself just writing a song that's just praise to God about how good he is to me. So
it depends on
it's very fun.
What you're feeling.
I think it's exciting because, I never know how or why or when a song might be born. So that's exciting.
So an event or an emotion, an experience comes to you. What's the next creative process? Do you write the music first or the lyrics first?
Yeah, that's a good question. It can happen either way. I like it when it happens at the same time. That makes life easier.
Yeah.
But I've had both happen. So.
Yeah, we can definitely see glimpses of your life when listening to your music. One song that caught our attention is the one you wrote about your lost children, Raphael and Rhett. What happened?
Yes, my husband and I have two sons in heaven. Raphael would be 8 years old and Rhett would be 3, and they both suffered from a genetic disorder called Zellweger syndrome. And so, yeah, they both died when they were just shy of 5 months old. And the loss of my sons was the hardest thing I've ever gone through. It was devastating and just terrible.
Two of them.
Two of them, 5 years apart. And after the death of my firstborn, Raphael, I found myself just sitting for hours with my guitar, just writing, singing about my pain, singing about my love for him, my loss, writing the questions that I had for God about why he would let something like that happen into songs. And I ended up writing so many songs like that my husband and I decided that I should compile them into a CD. And so we compiled them all together, and we named the album the Raffi album in honor of my son. And Raphael actually means God has healed. And so for me, I think that the title of the album is very appropriate, not because God healed Raffi, but because of the healing that went on inside of me while I wrote those songs. And later I went back and did a lot of listening to that album when my son Rhett passed away. And so it's a very special, the songs are very special for me and my family.
Yeah. Do you still, I don't know, are you still emotionally troubled when you listen to or sing those songs? No?
No, I'm not emotionally troubled. The songs really, they were a release for me, and they actually provide a lot of comfort. Most of them start with questions about my pain and why God would let things like that happen, and they come full circle with just the peace and comfort that God's in control of my life. So.
Would it be too much to ask you to sing one of the songs?
No, I'd absolutely love to do that.
Okay, what song will you sing?
The song I'll sing is called Still.
Still.
And I wrote it actually when I was pregnant with Raffi. Just a few days earlier, doctors had told us that he had a fatal condition and probably wouldn't make it until his first birthday. And so I was, for the first time in my life, in a place where I was just devastated and desperate, and I couldn't fix it, and my family couldn't fix it, and the doctors couldn't fix it. And all I could do was just be still and trust God. So
let's hear that song.
Okay. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, and I'm starting to wonder if I'll ever find my way back around. The future haunts me, the past is gone, and every day is another battle just to keep moving on. I can't recall the last time that I smiled without trying. I can't recall the last time that I slept without crying. Still, you are here with me in the midst of my affliction. I know that you are near, and now there is nothing else. You have my full attention, and all I can be is still. I'm not blaming, and I'm not mad, but I don't understand, and I can't see why life had to change the way it has. But you are holy, and you are wise, and you can see what needs to be through loving and perfect eyes. And you recall the next time that I'll smile without trying, and you recall the next time that I'll sleep without crying. Still, you are here with me in the midst of my affliction. I know that you are near, and now there is nothing else. You have my full attention, and all I can be. Lord, you have my full attention, and all I can be is still.
Woo! That was Rachel Harvey Hill singing live a song called Still. It's a sad song, but with a hopeful message. Yeah. Well, there was good news recently, and I hear congratulations are in order. You wrote a Christmas song titled Christmas Time With You last year, and you signed a publishing contract for the song a few months ago.
I did. Thank you. I'm very excited about that.
So, how did you go about writing this Christmas song?
I just wanted to, decided I wanted to write a Christmas song, and so I started brainstorming, and the thing that I kept coming back to is how busy Christmas is in my family, and I love it. I love all the busyness and the fun and the parties, but I always find myself looking forward to those moments when my husband and I can just sit on the couch and watch It's a Wonderful Life or talk about past Christmases, and so that's what this song's about.
So, how does this publishing contract work?
Well, it's actually signed to a music library, and so hopefully the person in charge of that will get it into a television show or a movie or something. So an artist named Lane Davis recorded it, and
you wrote for it's been
right. Lane Davis is the person recording it. You can actually listen to the song in its entirety at RachelHarveyHill.com on my website, and so she's a fabulous singer and did a great job on it.
Well, I was going to ask you to sing it for us since it is almost Christmas. Can we have our first listen to the song right here?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's hear it. Christmas Time with you.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are in your red sweater, standing by the Christmas tree. Only one thing could make this day better. A little time, just you and me. Christmas time is here now, bells are ringing, carolers singing. There's a fire that's growing, gifts all wrapped and lights are glowing. So when our friends are gone and the hustle and bustle of this day is through, I can't wait to spend a little Christmas time with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tell Saint Nick that I don't need a present, 'cause I have all I want right here. And there is no gift that I find more pleasant than sharing Christmas with you, dear. Christmas time is here now, bells are ringing, carolers singing. And there's a fire fire that's growing, gifts are wrapped and lights are glowing. So when our friends are gone and the hustle and bustle of this day is through, I can't wait to spend a little Christmas time with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's drive through the town to see the Christmas lights, then grab a blanket and wrap up tightly, sip hot chocolate by the fire and reminisce. Yes, all year long I've been dreaming of a Christmas like this. Christmas time is here now, bells are ringing, carolers singing. And there's a fire that's growing, gifts are wrapped and lights are glowing. So when our friends are gone and the hustle and bustle of this day is through, I can't wait to spend a little Christmas time with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Christmas time with you. Whoa, whoa.
Yay!
Thank you.
Rachel Harvey Hill singing Christmas Time with You. I'm glad we heard it from you first.
Thank you.
I can't wait to recognize this tune from a movie or a TV sometime in the near future. You also wrote a song about your life on the U.S. Army garrison in Yongsan. It's called USAGY Me.
Yeah.
What's that song about?
That was a fun one. I wanted to write a song for my friends on post, and I wanted it to be fun and funny. And so as I started thinking about what to write, it just kind of stuck out to me one day. The acronym that we use is USAGY, and I thought, maybe if I just put a me at the end and make it why me, that would be funny. Because I think that a lot of people don't necessarily want to be assigned to Korea because, you know, it's so far from the U.S., from friends and family, and it's kind of a hassle to move so far.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of one of those things, though, where, you know, you don't really want to come here, but then you don't really want to leave because you really do enjoy, you know, like, I think we all love Seoul, and we love the sense of family that we get on the post, you know, sharing this experiencing together. So anyway, I started looking at the things that people complain about on post. Like at the time, there were lots of potholes that have now been fixed, and then also the cultural differences that, you know, that just take us a bit of time to recognize and understand when we move here, like kimchi. And I wrote a song.
So does that song end with a happy message as well?
Yes, yes, it does. I actually do. I love living here.
Yeah, good. I mean, you are the wife of a U.S. airman, so you do have to move around the world quite a bit, right? But I'm sure, you know, your all the experiences of living abroad help with your music as well, gives you new inspirations.
Yes, yes. I think it's actually a huge asset to my songwriting because, you know, it gives me new perspective and fresh eyes. And, you know, each place has its own style of music. And each time we move, I get to play with a whole new set of musicians at church or wherever I'm playing. And so all that combined together, I think, just really helps me to develop as a songwriter and adds depth. And so, yeah, it's a huge asset.
How supportive is your husband of your creative activities?
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He is really wonderful. And, you know, a couple of years ago, I was just doing this as a hobby, and he encouraged me to, you know, go out there and try it and see if I could, maybe get some people to publish my songs. And you know, we play a lot at home together too. He's a great drummer, and he's learning mandolin. So it's a family affair.
What does songwriting mean to you?
You know, it's very important in my life. It's awesome to create something and be able to share it. And as a songwriter, I sort of feel like I have a soundtrack to my life. it also works when I'm struggling, when I'm having pain. It sort of works as a musical purge, you know, like a emotional purge, and I can really get my feelings out there. And yeah, it's just an awesome gift to have. I really enjoy it.
What kind of a musician do you want to be remembered as?
You know, it would be awesome to have famous artists record my songs and hear them on television. But I think more importantly, that I just want to be the kind of songwriter that writes songs that tell the truth and speak to people's hearts. And I think if I can do that, then that would be accomplishing something.
And heal.
Yes.
Yeah, just as they heal you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Rachel, it's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you very much for bringing your guitar and singing live for us today as well.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, like I said before, we will look forward to hearing more of your songs around us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Our guest today, American singer-songwriter Rachel Harvey Hill. And with that, we're wrapping up 101.3 Main Street for this Monday. Thanks, as always, for being with us. Stay tuned for Keep Popular with Us One coming up next. I'm Ahn Junghyun. Have a great start to your new week. I will meet you back here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on the dot. Taking us out today is another song from, it's a song sung by Joshua Mills, but music and lyrics written by Rachel. It's called Happy Little Song. Enjoy.
If I could dance a dance that comes from my heart, I'd dance the happiest little dance you've ever seen. 'Cause darling, since you've put this song into my heart, I feel this heart of mine a-dancing within me. But when it comes to dancing, well, there'd be no need chancing in. Yes, I'm afraid I do have two left feet. But if I danced a dance that came from my heart, it'd be the happiest little dance you've ever seen. If I could grow a garden straight from my heart, it'd be the happiest little garden ever grown. It'd be so full of sunshine, flowers and hope, springing up from seeds of love that you've sown. But when it comes to growing, there's not much that I'll be showing. Yes, it's true, I have a thumb that is not green. But if a garden sprang up straight from my heart, it'd be the happiest little garden ever seen. If I could wear my heart right there on my sleeve, I'd wear the happiest little heart ever wore. And every day you'd see from that heart there on my sleeve that I'm your biggest fan, it's you that I adore. But when I try to show it, I become just like a stoic. Yes, I'm afraid it gets locked up inside. But if I wore my heart right there on my sleeve, there'd be no way my happy heart could ever hide. Well, someday I just know I'm gonna find a way to show it, I'll fully show this heart of mine to you. But honey, till that day when I figure out a way, I hope this little song is gonna do. Till that day when I figure out a way, I hope this little song is gonna do.